Do we need to do a one watched? Zombie Tom, yeah. Sounds a bit like my orgasm noise.
And this is the intro. While Sam turns off the fan, which you probably can't hear, but if you can, it's gone now.
That's dead air unless you're using that as the intro.
I made an intro for you.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was the
me?
intro? I didn't. I
heard
heard
sang a little song.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to sing,
intro.
that's rare. We're going to keep that
Yeah.
on. Hello, welcome to One Watched. So One Watched is just Sam and Tom today.
Yeah. No special guests.
No special guests. So let's talk about Fallout 4. No, wait. Tom's watched something.
I've actually watched something. Yeah.
It's only been like a month.
Yeah.
I said it'd be like a few more weeks.
Yeah.
And then well, I don't know how long it's been since the last episode.
I'm still interested in it. It's just it's not as fun for as long anymore.
Yeah. This reminds me. I'll say this on air. Careful about shuffling on the sofa. It's starting to. It's not just you, Alex, in the one we recorded with him. Started to get very shuffly, and it's like I know there's e-cigs and there's sips and stuff, but the shuffles are quite overwhelming shuffles.
Fair enough.
Whereas the e-cig is like there's a trade-off between you've shuffled there, trade-off between that and nicotine.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna adjust and I'll shuffle.
Shuffle yourself
into
into position.
Yeah, and this should be a more comfortable position.
And let's go. We're going to talk about. You already said it before. No. It's in the title of the video, so this is just a drum roll, and both of us know what we're going to talk about. So there's no point in
Walking Dead season 7.
Oh, just season 7 or the whole of Walking Dead?
We'll probably go back to other bits, maybe.
Cool.
Mostly season 7.
Spoiler warnings. Cause before okay, I'm going to talk about Walking Dead. It's like, do we need spoiler warnings? There's going to be. You said there's going to be spoilers. We'll put a spoiler warning. You don't need to. It's been out years. It's like, yeah, but the latest season hasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how many seasons
I don't know. It's been a while. Like, I don't watch them until they're well fucking done.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's been ages for me.
Fair. I just don't watch them.
Yeah. Because you got bored very early on with the.
I have made 3 separate attempts. Like I read the graphic novels like when they were coming out, and I'm not quite up to date. Whisperers, you people who are watching the TV series, just wait till the Whisperers. You'll see how batshit crazy life gets. So the first time I didn't get past the first episode. It's very fucking slow. And the main guy, Rick Grimes, he's in Teachers, and it's weird seeing him from the TV show Teachers, like, and he left the show Teachers, and Teachers became shit. And I like miss him as Teachers as this kind of cheeky chappy, slightly ineffectual teacher guy, and seeing him then as a cop with a quite good American accent was very difficult for me. Then the second time I managed to get past the first episode, and then there's a guy called Shane.
Yeah.
Right, in the comics, Shane just gets fucking killed. Like, he's just like, you're a prick, shoots him, buries him, then realises he's probably a walker, digs him up, shoots him again, and he's like, you don't even deserve this, you bastard, but da-da-da. And that's like the second comic Shane gets killed. But in the TV series, he was well alive and doing shit, and I was like, fuck this, they've changed too much.
He was back for ages.
Yeah. And then everyone started banging on about, all they would tell me was there's something to do with a child. They just went, there's a child, and it's missing, and we found out where the child is now, and it's really, really special. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to try and get to that bit. So I got to Herschel's farm, which I believe is season 2.
Yeah.
And in the
season 2 and 3, I think.
And I was so bored. They just
season 2's build up.
I was just
nothing but build up.
Like, in the comics, they go to Herschel's farm. Shit happens. They open the barn, it's full of zombies, and then they go to the prison, and that's when you get the governor, and it gets really interesting. And in the TV series, like, just go find a prison. Please, just go find a prison. One of you go find a prison. Please go find a prison.
Season 4, I think it takes before they get to that point.
So I just gave up. This is a spoiler. We've put spoiler warnings in.
Yeah, we've had spoilers.
There was a missing child, and the child turned out to be a walker in the barn, and Rick held the gun out, and can he shoot it? Can't it? And that was like the big twist that everyone was like, "Oh, that got us! Wow!" But I never got there because I was like, "This is so fucking slow and tedious and taking itself so seriously that it just is not. I'm not enjoying it.
It's not really slow anymore. Now, like, everyone's so fucking like spread out that they just kind of go there.
I do gaming nights and work with people who watch things, and all of them have basically the same complaints about where The Walking Dead has gone. So we'll go with you, and then I will see if your complaints are the same, and we can discuss that.
So The Walking Dead, for one, is no longer about The Walking Dead. Zombies are merely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
That occasionally suddenly become a really big threat again. But they're not. They're never a fucking threat. It's bullshit. They know how to kill the walkers. They've learned how to kill the walkers many times. Every time they don't kill a walker, it's because they're fucking stupid.
Right.
Which probably is the same for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime they don't kill something, they're just being stupid.
Who's being... just humans?
Whoever it is, it's just being stupid. Like, Negan, who is like the big bad guy in this season.
I know Negan from the comics.
He should be dead.
Right.
Like, they've had so many chances to kill him, and they've backed out every fucking time. Okay. And they're all constantly like, oh, I'm going to kill you. It's like, you could have just done it right then. Right then. It's like, he's got his back turned, you're holding, he's still wearing a baseball bat, everyone's unarmed, no one's fucking looking.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah, lots of things like that. And this season, like, it entertained me, but it essentially goes between being entertaining, stupid, and extremely predictable.
Right.
Over and over. There's one bit that, like, in my head, I feel like the writers were like, oh, this is foreshadowing, but it's not foreshadowing. Right? They go on a roof, and Rick says, mind your step on the roof.
Right.
So they end, a couple of minutes, they walk about, everything's fine, they fall through the roof.
Right.
They're actually fine.
Right.
Like, they land on a fucking crash mat. But, like...
an actual crash mat?
Yeah, it's like they're on top of, like, a gym thing. And, like, that's sort of, like... They say that's a sign that they're meant to stay there, because they're like, oh, this is fucking genius. Because they're on a crash mat and there's loads of food. But, like, there's so many times where it's just dumb.
Right.
In that same bit,
it's
Rick and Michonne.
Yeah.
And Rick owes Michonne a deer because Deegan took her deer. So there's a bit...
Negan took the deer.
Yeah, took the deer. So there's a bit where they've, like, got into, like... It's like an amusement park thing, I think. Yeah. They're, like... They separated so they can split the walkers off. And they're killing the walkers one by one. And Rick sees the deer. So he stops killing fucking walkers. Starts climbing up this fucking, like, Ferris wheel thing. Yeah. So he can try to kill the deer. It's like... No! At least kill the walkers first. Like, oh, because you're definitely not going to fall from there. It's not going to happen. So yeah, there's lots of, like, dumb stuff.
In the later seasons?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's a declining quality?
It's still entertaining, but it's not The Walking Dead.
Right.
Like, it's not a zombie film, like, zombie TV show anymore.
Right.
About survival. It's just, what can we fucking throw shit at?
Okay. So, I know they've done this, and it's in the comics. Alexandria?
Yeah.
Did you not think, like, a king with Roman Centurion guards and a fucking pet tiger...
Oh, the kingdom.
...might be pushing it a bit?
The kingdom.
The king of Alexandria is... In the comics, it's Alexandria.
Alexandria is where they are. The king's in another place called the Kingdom.
Right.
And
maybe I've got that wrong then.
And then there's another place called Hilltop.
The comic. Yeah, it's Hilltop.
It's Hilltop, and then there's Alexandria, which is...
No, because I'm talking about the comics.
Yeah.
And anyway, the king, what's his name?
King Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Yeah, Ezekiel with the tiger.
He's great.
Do you know his backstory? Did they cover his backstory?
He's a zookeeper.
Yeah. So his tiger's just a trained tiger.
They do a brilliant bit. Carol, who I don't know what she's like in the comic, in the TV series, she's basically like, she's this older woman that was sort of really frail to begin with, and then because she had like an abusive husband and stuff, and then she just went badass, and now she's like the most badass character, but at the same time she's like sort of broken a bit because she doesn't want to kill people, but she knows she will. Yeah, in the comics they use a character called Angela for that role, who I believe is killed off much earlier in the TV series. Yes, they have Angela. I think they split Angela essentially into those two roles. Yeah. They have a great bit with Carol where, like, the whole time she's doing, like, the fake stuff because she's being helped by them because she'd been shot. Yeah. Which I don't know if you see or if it was in the last season, can't remember. But, like, she's basically being, like, really, like, over the top bullshit. I'm just this homely woman type thing. And then, like, eventually I think he calls her on her bullshit, and then she just completely calls him on all of his bullshit. Right. And he just drops character. He just drops character away from the king. He's like, yeah. And basically just tells her how it is. And she's like, but that's what the people want, so now I am the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of similar in the comics. But they all team up to fight Negan.
Yeah, they do. That's what's happening next season.
How are you finding Negan?
Negan's great.
Right.
Should be dead, but he's great. As a character. The best episode, by far, in the whole season, is almost a filler episode.
Right.
And this is a big spoiler for people who haven't seen it. So, there's a guy called Eugene.
Is this or isn't this a spoiler?
It's a big spoiler. It's not like
it's a spoiler.
It's not a game-changing spoiler as such, but it's a big spoiler.
Okay.
There's a guy called Eugene.
Yeah.
And he gets taken by Negan.
Right.
And Eugene is this cowardly, terrified, really socially awkward guy who's a genius.
Yeah.
Negan takes him because he's a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Because he finds out that he can make bullets.
Mm-hmm.
But Eugene doesn't realise this. So the whole time he thinks that he's going to be like tortured and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he gets put in a room and he gets made a general. And
nice.
It's just this, and like the first night it's like, to welcome me when you can hang around with my wives. And Eugene's just like, but he doesn't really know what to do. So like, it's all of that episode. All of Eugene moments are brilliant. I want to show you them afterwards.
Okay.
If you don't like The Walking Dead, just look up Eugene best moments.
Okay. Right. Comics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember all. So Negan's kind of like he's a psychopath, but he's more like a fronting psychopath who just that's how he keeps what are they called? The Raiders?
The Saviors.
The Saviors. That's how he keeps them in order.
Yeah.
He has a harem. He basically a girl can go to any save and go, I want your wife, and they join his harem. But then if anyone has an affair with anyone in his harem, he melts their face with an iron.
Yeah.
Which there's a character. Early on, he spoiler, he kills Glenn.
Yeah.
And then Rick's son, what's his name?
Carl.
Carl hides in the back of a truck with a semi-automatic
that
gun.
Happens.
Bursts out, goes to like shoot them, and Negan's like, "Do I kill you? Don't I kill you?" And then like is like, "Show me your fucking eye." Goes He goes, "Dude, that's so cool and disgusting."
Yeah.
And Negan's like, he sort of like he enjoys himself, but at the same time, his whole thing is like brutal leadership is the way forward. And then you have like Ezekiel is like practical leadership. He's like, well, the Saviors come, we give them meat, but we poison the meat a bit, or we give them rotted meat, and then we avoid a war. Because even though like basically Ezekiel could beat Negan in a fight if the Saviors attacked the kingdom, but he's like, but I would lose so many people that the kingdom won't survive either. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
So I'll be practical with it. And then the whole kind of thing of the comics is Rick figuring out, like, do I rule like Negan? Do I rule like Ezekiel? What's the way to go? And then you have like two characters. You have Mashiom, who is like the practical fighter, and then you have effectively it's I've forgotten the guy's name, who is like the cowardly. I want to stand back. We should just trade and surrender. So Rick's in the middle of this like his own little group, and he's between these two forms of leadership, figuring out which one's which. It's not good. It's not a great bit of the comics. Like there's lots of fights and wars, and there's some really interesting big battles.
Yeah. But
it's not a great time. And then you go into the Whisperers, which is where it goes from like not a great time to this is crazy. Like this is just bizarre.
Yeah. That will most likely all happen.
At Game Nights, there's been about a 3-week run. Sorry to cut you off there, Tom. It's about a 3-week run where I was told, this week's was the worst episode yet of The Walking Dead. This week was even worse than last week. And there was something to do with a women's village. Yeah. They said it was a particularly bad episode.
Yeah.
As
I say, like it's entertaining, but it's dumb. Like it's not like a smart. This is an amazing TV show that people like tried to make it out to be at the beginning, and even at the beginning, it wasn't though.
Yeah. I don't feel it ever was.
No.
I don't feel it was ever smart.
No. But Eugene is amazing.
Fair.
I think they should just I think they should just follow Eugene around.
Right.
Just his one episode that's pretty much all focused on him.
Right.
Okay, like essentially, I can't remember anything else that happens in the episode. They do cut away to other people. That's unimportant. Eugene is what matters.
Right.
And it's just Eugene figuring out what's going on with Negan and like what his position is.
Does that make it worth it though? You know,
no.
Like no.
I would if you don't like The Walking Dead or you've given up on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I ain't fucking going. I'm not trying.
I think it's worth just going and like looking for a compilation of Eugene moments.
Okay.
And just like read up a little bit on the story so that you know where he is.
Yeah.
And just watch his moments.
I'm sure we'll be YouTubing that after this.
Yeah. So that's
what
I
watched.
watched.
Dead. Very nice. Very nice. I watched loads of stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to think. So the game night people, we also do a film night, or a few of us do. We watched Garden State.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it? Zach Braff directed it.
And starred in it.
He did star in it. Yeah. To begin with, when he starred in it, I was very like, this is unusual for Zach Braff. If you don't know, Zach Braff is JD on Scrubs.
Yeah.
And then he became JD from Scrubs. It's got a really, really nice beginning where there's like a plane and it's like everyone's like packed in the seats like sardines and the plane's like tearing apart and crashing, everything's flying out and people are being sucked out and they've slow motioned it down and Zach Braff just like he just sits there looking bored like of course this plane crashes and then he just fiddles the air conditioner and lets the air conditioner blow on him and then that's like I don't know what that's quite a metaphor for. The basic premise is Zach Braff's mom's died, so he's going back home, which he hasn't been to for many, many years, to go to the funeral. And while he does that, he has a very complex relationship with his dad. There's some stuff in his history that means he's on medication, which he stops taking. He meets quite a neurotic girl. He meets his best friend, who's basically kind of a stoner, sort of older party guy, you know, like slightly jaded, let's get fucked at the weekend kind of guy. And then they sort of, it's like a kind of road trip where he just meets lots of people. So there's lots of actors, like Method Man's the name that stood out to me as like a cameo in it. And then there were lots of themes like family and also it's a bit of a you know, be yourself, anti-drugs kind of thing at the same time, but then kind of pro-drugs, but depending on the reasons for drugs and it's a character study. It was a very interesting little film. There were bits where I laughed out loud at, and there were some really interesting moments. And there isn't. I haven't got much to talk about without spoiling it. And I know like this is a Walking Dead spoiler, but it's just like a nice road trip. I thought it was quite good. It's got a great fucking soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like apparently all the bands, he made it thinking that. They would get these bands and then a bunch of them said no or charge way too much money or charge way more than he thought so he got like bands like the Shins and stuff to do the soundtrack. It's fucking great. It's a great fucking soundtrack. And then I've been hanging around the alcoves. Am I saying that word right? Alcoves. I showed them in Bruges.
Yeah.
Because it's like a couple. The game night is like lots of people, but there's a couple and we take it in turns. Like me and Sarah and my girlfriend take a film and they take a film and we've done like the 100-Year-Old Man and they did See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and I took them in Bruges. You must have seen In Bruges.
Yeah.
In Bruges is amazing. Oh, fucking love In Bruges.
It's a good fucking film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching Bruges. I'm not even sure you should spoil In Bruges.
Oh, I'm going to talk about In Bruges.
There's like moments.
Two hitmen.
Just fucking watch it, yeah.
Two Irish hitmen end up in Bruges. Now, I've been to Bruges. Have you been to Bruges?
No.
It's not a lot in Bruges. You can basically do Bruges in a day. It's very scenic, picturesque, historic little city, and there's nothing really there. There's some canal boats. There was a sweet shop that had a chocolate penis. There's a fish market. There's a few restaurants and bars, and there's a big clock tower that you can climb up.
Yeah.
And these two Irish hitmen get sent to hide out in Bruges, and you'll find out why if you watch the film. I'm not going to spoil why, but they are like one's older, one's younger. The younger one is Colin Farrell. The older one is it Don Gleeson? His name, the Irish actor?
Possibly.
He was the crazy guy who throws logs in Braveheart and stuff.
Like, he's one of those people you will recognise but not
Oh
necessarily.
yeah. He's been in loads and loads of
see
things.
him.
Yeah, I think he's done Star Trek. He's that like. The older guy is like, well, we're here. We might as well look at a bit of culture and go to museums and see like the historic bits. And the younger guy is like, fuck this, and ends up like, he ends up at one bit. he ends up with a lot of drugs,
Yeah.
and then he ends up arguing about racial politics with a really racist, coked up dwarf. Like, it's just. But what the thing about In Bruges, it's not for working violence. It's very offensive. Like, it's racist, sexist, nationalist. It's like the language and the way that people speak is horrific, and it's got no like PC towards like there's some really cringy stuff to do with like people with learning difficulties and all that kind of stuff, and sizism, all kinds. But it fits the characters, and it's done in a way where like it's funny because it's uncomfortable, but the guys saying it are kind of pathetic, or they're not exactly like having a great time themselves.
None of them are particularly likable. None of them are people like, oh, I respect this. I really respect this person. I want to like be like them. It's more just really, God, you're a fucking idiot.
They kind of like, well, they're sort of likable, but
in that film,
but they are idiots at the same time. Yeah, they're like endearing idiots, but they're not celebrated for the shit they're saying. And then Ralph Fiennes sort of has a sort of supporting role as a London gangster, and he is fucking amazing. He just goes full like Dirty Harry, the accent, Ralph Fiennes like angry fucking walk, and then it's got a lot. It's not a great kind of like the characters. There's lots of great conversations, and it does that thing about casual conversations during extreme moments.
Yeah.
But they're not like the richest, most well-rounded. But it's like it's a story, and it wraps up, and it wraps itself up nicely. And I do really like the ending. And it's in Bruges.
Yeah. It's a great film. I've not seen it for a long time.
Well, you should.
I feel like I should watch it again.
It's a film you can watch every so often. You could just go watch in Bruges, have a nice hour and a half or two, and then forget about it. There isn't a lot. You don't come out of In Bruges really thinking about it. Whereas like Garden State, I came out, I was like, what was it trying to say? What was it about? What did this bit mean? What did that character mean? Well, why were they like this? And I even like discussed it with a couple of people. In Bruges is not that. In Bruges is like very simple. Actually, it's just kind of a gangstery film.
Yeah.
But there's a lot going on kind of verbally. There's a lot of very, very delicious lines and little comedy moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I got more I've watched, but I feel like we've run on a long now.
Like, I don't think there's three things to talk about. That's good. I'm sure we'll do plenty more with some of the other stuff you've watched.
Yeah. Hip hop, the hibbity hop.
Yeah. Look forward to some hip hop chats and stuff.
Well, there'll be a hip hop at some point. Yeah.
Cool.
Dan, don't stop boogie. Rhythm, the sound of the beat. What you hear is not a test. I'm rocking to the beat. I don't know.
No.
Rapping to the beat. I'm rapping to the beat.
Yeah.
The Sugar Hill Gang have a line in their rap song, that like seminal hip hop song that's like, "Don't let another MC steal your rhymes," and they stole that rhyme. Yeah. Right, that's it.
Yeah.
One watched out. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Bye.